watch more Star Trek?
Hey everybody, it's Dr. Trek and
Cadet Alice.
It is. Oh, there's her picture right there. Right there. Okay, just in case. Wow, what did we just watch?
That was great.
I think, is this like your favorite episode so far or one of them?
It is the weirdest one that I've ever seen.
Even weirder than the time one where they were all in different times and Rock Talk was stuck in... That was a weird one. Remember that one? Time Amuck? Oh. It wouldn't be the show if we didn't start off with Prodigy flying by.
Also, we got Murf and Cup.
Oh, Murf and Cup, yes. Some of the most unique merchandise ever.
You can now buy it at the Murf restaurant. It's a great drink. It makes you feel like you're an alien.
Oh, okay. All slimy and everything. Here, I'll just put it down there. So what about this episode? This was called... When I said the name of this was called Mindwalk, what did you think?
It felt... So are we walking on minds? Are we walking on minds like we're going inside of Rock Talk's mind? And then we're just stepping on it?
I don't know, but you figured it out. We figured out what was going on. And there's... Oh, you've got a little Murf. I know who's in your hand here, though. Somebody's favorite character is now... an action figure. Yes, there you go.
It's kind of blurry, but don't worry about that.
Okay. Well, this episode was really all about this guy, right? Hey, Dal. Okay. We can play Barbies later. Let's talk about the show, because I could see your brain was going, whoa. Well, his brain was going, whoa, too. So
why am I Janeway?
Because remember where this starts. This started with them. They still have the same problem. They can't tell their story. So the real Janeway quits chasing them. They can't tell her the real story, but because of the monster, the doomsday machine that they have in there.
Doomsday!
The living construct, that big orange thing, right? Right?
Yes.
Okay.
I gotta get all the toys together.
Let's go. The toys are together, but let's talk about the story. Okay? You ready to talk about the story?
Yes.
Because I could tell your brain was just like, what? What was... Because you know what? We forgot to say that Essentia, the Trill, she's not really a Trill. She's really another person like the Diviner.
Mm-hmm.
She's on her own time travel just in case he messes up. And she brought another deadlock with her. So now we're back at the beginning where you've got the Diviner has his memory, and there's two of them working with it. And what they do? What have they done to Janeway?
They put her in the closet and knocked her out.
Yeah.
Also, they took her badge, so they can't communicate.
Mm-hmm. Or track where she is in the ship, right? So the rest of the crew is still doing what they would normally do, but now they're concerned about her. And how does Ascension, that's not really her Valnacott name, but how do the Valnacott people now, they use the Starfleet crew, their good intentions. They use that for their own benefit, right? Because, well, we'll see in a minute. They don't know she's in the closet, and they're not going to track her for a while. But then what happens? Back on the other ship, they're trying to figure out what happens. And what does Gwyn remember about Dal?
Gwyn remembers that Dal has a bunch of different pieces of other alien types. I'm going to call them aliens because they're basically aliens.
He has their DNA. He has their their genes.
Yes. So, and some of them have a certain one, and then he's now holding, it's usually zeros, but today it's going to be Gwyn's, right on the job, Gwyn, yep. And then it switches with Janeway. No.
Now, wait, but they thought, it's called telepathy. You haven't seen Spock do this. Spock does, Vulcans can do a mind touch and a mind meld, but other Betazoids, like Deanna Troi, who you haven't really seen yet, but they have with other Betazoids, they can do it. And Zero's people, he says this. Zero's people,
Yep,
the Medusans, have a group mind like the Borg do.
But today, Gwen's going to be talking about it. Hello, it's the video of Gwen. Not Cadet Alice. Nope. It's Gwen today. Hello, they're off work.
I don't know what that means, but what basically happened was Dal was like, okay, whatever. Because here's the thing. The only way they could tell Janeway the truth about what was going on was to talk to her. And they couldn't use the radio, so they basically said, we have to do it like sit down and talk like this.
Yeah.
But they couldn't do that because they're on different ships.
But she escaped and got through And
Right.
Guess what? Before that, the diviner lets her go from her restraints.
Oh, that's true. But we're ahead of ourselves. What happened first was they couldn't talk face to face, but they said, what about a mind link? A telepathic mind link. So they try it and it works, but then what happens?
She gets like pulled back.
They get juggled and the mind link breaks. And what happens? We have a brain swap.
Yep.
Dal's brain winds up in Janeway's body, and Janeway's brain winds up in Dal's. So you're watching the show. What did you think?
Hello, I am Janeway. What is your name?
I am the Admiral. I know everything. I will reason it out. You're turning Dal around. There we go. Yes.
Hello.
Here, if you want, see, if this was really Janeway, it should have come with a cup of coffee. But here we'll do the Jane there. Now she's in her Admiral parade dress. Okay? She's there. It's Admiral Janeway in, see, she's got her.
Oh, let's do that.
Oh.
Pew.
Well, yeah, this is Admiral Janeway. This is normal Dal. Pew 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 pew. Because what happened? This is a lot of times comedy movie.
And Murf is the savior in this video.
He is. Well, of course, he's not baby Murf anymore. We need a child. We need a teenage Murf. Can we work on that, Playmates?
This is child. We're working on teenager, and soon it'll be a full-grown adult.
Yes, but at least
that can stretch.
We're jumping all over. You know what? We're jumping all over the place. Let's try to remember the story. It was amazing that they had. What did you think when they said, wait, what does that mean, Dal's brain? We're blocking you, dear. We can't see Murf. What is it? What did you think when they said, okay. What did you think when they said Dal's brain is in Janeway and Janeway's brain is in Dal? What did you think?
I thought they were telling a joke. You know? The pew-pew joke.
Yeah, but did it make sense after a while? You went, oh.
No, I said, what the heck is going on now?
Yeah, but when all the kids...
Gwyn, tell me what's going on.
Hey. When all the kids looked at Dal and thought it was Dal and Jane, she says, no, I'm really Janeway. And the kids are like, oh. But then meanwhile, Dal is like, what did it look like when Janeway's body had Dal's brain? You talked about the pew, pew, pew.
He was just like, hello, who are you?
Hello, Starfleet person.
Yeah.
He was trying so hard to be cool. And like, I'm going to be Janeway, but I'm not going to be very good at it. But what the thing was, the kids knew that was Janeway in Dal's body, but it wasn't the same on the other on the Dauntless, was it? Because what did all of Janeway's people think?
Janeway's going crazy.
Mm-hmm. But which is exactly what Essentia, or the Val Nakot agent, her Val Nakot name, it's exactly what she was happy for. She's like, oh, good. I don't even have to do anything, and everybody will do what I want, which is lock her up and knock her out. Because everybody else thinks she's crazy, and we have to go examine her medically, and the doctor has to look at her, right? So all she had to do was just play along. Except she did have did you see a couple of times she had a phaser? She was like, oh, my hand's on my phaser just in case I need it. But she didn't have to because everybody thought Janeway. But the craziest thing about the show, well, what was funny was when they would get the ship so close they could look out the windows at each other. Did you notice that?
Yeah. They were just like, they were doing like a masquerade thing.
A charade.
Yeah, charade.
Charades game.
And she was just like, walk, go out, and then make a touch.
So Rock Talk, who's now our science person, is trying to explain to the Admiral what they can do. We're going to put you in a spacesuit, and put you in space and tell Dal with hand signals how to come out and do the same thing, and then we'll let you all physically touch and talk to each other.
But they can't say anything. She's like, what? Oh, partying. Dancing. They're dancing.
And what's really funny is
what?
Rock Talk is telling Janeway what they have to do, and Rock Talk goes, and you probably think this is crazy. And I love what Janeway said. She said, look, I was a salamander once. Nothing is crazy. And I said, we'll have to show you that episode. It was called Threshold. It's famous. Where Janeway and Tom Paris wind up being advanced salamanders. It's crazy. But it was a funny little joke for the people that knew Voyager. So Janeway's up for it. They talk Dal into it, but Dal's in the what does she have to do? It looks like they're going to capture her. She's trying to sneak out, right?
Yes, and then she does, but then at the beginning, but then once they are so close, she gets pulled back.
Oh, yeah.
But then...
And who's the hero? Who's the hero? Murf.
Let's do a party for Murf.
Did you think that was crazy, though? They're out in the middle of space inside a warp bubble trying to touch each other. Was that just the wildest?
But then she just gets... But then Janeway just says, this might tingle a little bit. Pew, 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 pew.
They can't close because they grab her with the tractor beam and she's being pulled away. She's being pulled away, and she shoots her with the phaser, but the phaser beam touches her. It's not a killer phaser. It's probably a stun. She's got it on probably the lightest. Janeway and Dal's body has it on like the very lightest stun there is. So it was kind of like numb. But did it work?
Yep.
Did you think Murf was going to let go and not be able to hold on?
No, Murphy's got it. Murphy's got everything.
Did you have faith of the heart that they'd get it done?
Yes. Also, there you go.
Yeah.
Good job, Murf. Where's those Murphy snacks? Where are they? Where are those Murphy snacks?
I don't know. We have to merchandise that like Scooby snacks or something.
Yeah.
So what happened? So did it work? Did they get their brains back in the right place?
Yeah!
Okay.
Gwen's so excited.
And she just can't hide it. Yeah. So everything was... But what's the bottom line? Who knows what's really the truth now?
Janeway.
The real Janeway. The good news is Janeway knows the truth.
But...
The bad news is...
she's locked in jail now, so she can't talk about it.
She can't do anything about it. Because all of her crew... Hey, antennas. You're in charge.
Oh, yeah.
She said to Commander Tysus, hey, antennas, you're in charge. She knows the truth, but she can't do anything about it. And they were following... The Protostar was like locked on a course. It was like Spock.
So Gwen's gonna sadly walk away.
Oh, is that her sad walk? Okay. So what happened, though? They finally stopped. The ships came to stop. And what happened then?
Now they're surrounded by Janeways.
Well, they're surrounded by Janeways. No, they're surrounded by Starfleet ships. Which is exactly what they don't want to have happen. Now it's not just the Dauntless. Now it's like all those they can all get infected just like that and go crazy.
Yes.
Right? Which is
yes,
exactly
but
what...
at least Janeway knows it. Maybe there's a way she can break out. You know, I would just kick the wall 1,000 times. And every time they look, I'll do like...
Well, I don't know if we have 2,700 episodes for her to kick once an episode. It's going to take an awful lot of kicking to get out that door.
No, like one video she kicks 100 times, the other video she kicks 100 times.
Well, that's your answer. That's what you think. You know what? We're coming down. We've only got like 2 episodes left after this.
Then she's very strong with her legs. She punches with her arm 1,000 times.
Well, you know, sometimes Janeway has actually had to be in a real fight sometimes, but most of the time, what does she do? She's smart, right? She figures out a way not to have to fight. Do you think she's going to be able to do it this time?
Yep, totally not gonna.
But there's 100 ships around them out there.
Yeah, but then they can just act like they're another Starfleet ship.
Okay. You know what I also have faith in? All the Prodigy kids, all the Protostar kids. Then Miss Rio Cadet Alice. What did you think of this story?
It was very interesting.
In what way?
A interesting way.
Did you ever think you would see a Star Trek where people were like in their little suits out in the middle of space? Like trying to touch each other?
Only if they were trying to act like their mom and dad.
What?
act like they love each other.
Oh, okay. But I'm talking about
that sounds like Dal and Gwyn out in space hugging.
Oh, wait a minute. Do you think Dal and Gwyn are gonna wind up like boyfriend girlfriend? Do you think? Really?
Yeah.
You think so? Even though they've yelled at each other already and didn't trust each other. Remember how they didn't trust each other in the beginning?
Yeah, but friendship.
Okay. Well, they're all definitely friends now. It's just that you've got 2 action figures of these 2. That's why I think you're thinking about it. No, did you ever think you would see a Star? Oh, no, not that yet. No, we're not there yet. But sis, did you?
They have hugged each other though.
Oh yes, they've hugged each other, but they've all hugged each other. How do you even hug Rock Talk without like sticking your fingers on those rough bricks on her, that rock skin she has? I know, it's the exact opposite of Murf, isn't it? Hey, did you ever think you would see a Star Trek? Did you understand where they overlapped their warp bubbles? I mean, that was pretty weird. And then they were in that whole thing with so it wasn't a spacewalk. That's the title. It wasn't a spacewalk. It was a Mindwalk.
I thought they were going to be walking on minds.
I know. On brains?
Yeah.
That would be a BRAINWalk.
No, they're the same thing.
Oh, okay. It'd be a mind walk. Yeah. So, well, we haven't got Dal and Gwyn together yet, but if this was Admiral Janeway, we would have had they would have had a touch moment if it was Janeway and Dal. What did you think when she pulled out her phaser and was going to shoot?
I thought they were going to turn on each other.
You did? No, that wasn't going to happen. No.
I'm holding Dal.
Oh, that was the other thing. You started to say it earlier. She's held down in bed, right? She's restrained. And what happened?
The diviner
came in and shot her.
No?
Stop. What did you? Just the opposite?
Yes, he freed her. Were you not paying attention?
No, I'm asking you. Was that a shot? Like, why would he free her? What did he say?
He said, just keep my daughter safe.
Well, he said, you took care of me when I didn't expect it. And he says, I have to keep on my mission, but you're a nice person.
And he also said, just protect my daughter, please.
Yes. And she said, don't worry about that. Right?
If I were you, I would also take care of her.
Well, that's when Dal was still in Janeway's body. And of course, Dal was going to say that. Yeah. But now which was really strange. So far, what happened? He knows about Essentia really being a Valnukat, but she still hasn't told the rest of the crew yet, right? The rest of the crew still thinks she's just this little navigator, right? And here we are with 1 million ships around us. And if any of them opens fire, if any of them try to hail or come aboard and board,
all of them will. It's like one bomb on every single ship.
Well, do you remember what happened at the station? Remember the little Denobulan guy? Remember when his station was infected, the controls just went crazy and the station shot itself? Well, then it doesn't have to happen. All those ships there together can easily shoot each other. It'll be kind of a mass. It'll be a mass mess. Anyway, are you ready?
Oh God!
No. So, are we ready to? You ready for the last one? We'll have to watch it next.
No, two more.
Yes. I said the last one. No, the
Gwyn.
last two. Okay. I can't wait. Can you? Okay.
Gwyn's waving bye.
Gwen's waving bye. Well, I'm waving bye too, everybody.
You have to subscribe, or else I'll use my magical thing to stab you.
Okay. So if it's that, then yeah, your heirloom. So
Yeah.
Gwen is saying, "Look, everybody, subscribe. Push the button and subscribe." That's what they're saying.
Or else I will stab you with
No,
my heirloom.
Gwen is not going to stab you with her heirloom.
I'm
All
just
right.
kidding. I'll protect you.
Okay, you and Janeway and Dal all. Okay, everybody, that's it for us. Mindwalk was best episode ever. One of the best.
It was the weirdest one ever.
Oh, okay. It was the weirdest one ever. All right. And
there have
been some
everybody.
weird
I'm
ones. There's been some weird ones. Okay. Bye, Murf.
I was the savior in the video. 5 more saviors of Murf. Subscribe for Murf.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Trek well, everybody. We'll be back.
Don't cut that part.